Hi everyone, my name is Chelsea Lambusta. I'm the Associate Director for Housing Services. This is my senior year at Virginia Tech, so my fourth year starting out here, and I'm super excited to have you all join this session and learn about your second year housing options. Here's our contact information. You can find us in Newhall West. We're in Suite 144. You are also welcome to email us at housing@vt.edu or give us a call at 540-231-6205, and someone from our staff can answer any of the questions that you may have about housing. There are a few different options and ways to be on campus for your second year. Some of those will be living learning programs, Oak Lane, which is our fraternity and sorority life, VTCC, Corps of Cadets, or the HAP, which is the housing application process. There is a session about living learning programs I would highly recommend you to check out this weekend. You can also find that on our website. We have various different living learning programs that are major specific, interest specific, and multi-generational. Those are our res colleges. I would highly recommend you check them out if you're not in a living learning program this year and you are interested in one for next year. You're able to apply to all of the living learning programs if you're not in them this year, except Galileo, Hypatia, Orion, and those students do not accept students that do not have the first year experience with them. But the rest of them are completely open and would love to have you as a second year student. In Oak Lane, we have both fraternities and sororities. We have 17 organizations out in Oak Lane. If you've not experienced Oak Lane or witnessed it, I would encourage you to go check it out. It is on-campus housing. It's over by the duck pond, by the golf course. You can drive back there, or you're welcome to ride the BT. The BT does have a bus stop out in Oak Lane. If you are in the Virginia Tech Corps of Cadets, your housing offers will go through the Corps of Cadets. So what happens is I will email every Corps of Cadet student that is currently in the Corps that is not about to graduate and give them their housing offer. If you are interested in staying in the Corps of Cadets, you'll just complete that housing offer through the STARS portal. So you'll select the link in the email, you'll complete the housing contract by the deadline, and you'll be good to go. If you are currently in the Corps of Cadets and you are not wanting to return to the Corps of Cadets, you will need to email my office at housing@vt.edu so we can remove your Corps housing offer so you have the ability to apply for a living learning program or complete the Oak Lane housing process or go through the HAP, the housing application process, our lottery. So the HAP, the housing lottery, that occurs at the beginning of the spring semester. So the HAP for this upcoming year is January 19th through the 22nd, 2021. You will get the results on whether you get a spot in the HAP on January 30th, and then our contract deadline for those that get offers will be February 14th because we want you to commit your love to housing and tell us how much you love us and you want to stay with us for another year, so we always do February 14th. In the HAP, we have two different types of offers. We have a standard offer, which means that you have a standard housing contract. We would love to have you back. You're guaranteed housing. You will be able to physically choose where you live on campus next year, so our returners that get a standard offer actually choose their housing first before incoming first-year students. Another type of offer we have is a conditional. Conditional means that you are guaranteed housing. You will have housing if you complete that housing contract, but there are conditions to it. Those conditions are that you will not choose your housing. So we will place you at the very end of the process and place you in a room or a bed that is available at that end. So it kind of helps us fill in the gaps. A conditional also might end up in a lounge or a triple or an RA roommate. That is another piece of that conditional offer. If you get a conditional offer, it is outlined in that offer all the different conditions that you would be agreeing to. But if you are looking for a way to be guaranteed housing, conditional and standard, both of those will provide you on-campus housing for next year. In regards to the HAP, you'll get an email from me in January and it will tell you about how to apply. You'll complete that process through the STARS portal. As you click the link, you're going to put yourself in the HAP process and hit submit. It's very easy to put yourself in the HAP. If you put yourself in the HAP and you get a spot and then you decide you don't want to live on campus, that's also A-okay. You're just not going to complete the housing contract by February 14th. You'll just let that offer expire or email my office and say, hey, I don't want to live on campus for next year. Can you remove my offer? We'll remove it and then we might give it to someone that is a conditional and upgrade them, or we'll give it to someone that maybe ends up on the wait list. RA. If you're interested in being RA, this is another wonderful opportunity to be able to return to campus for next year. You get to work for Housing and Residence Life, live in the residence halls, and help our incoming students be integrated into the Virginia Tech community. It's a wonderful opportunity. Our RA's room is completely covered in the telecom fee, so housing and telecom fee are paid for, and we pay RAs through a stipend. This year that is different than last year. Previously, students were required to attend an information session about how to become an RA before they could apply. That is no longer a requirement of the process. So our application opens on October 1st and it will close on October 22nd at 11:59 p.m. But if you're interested in learning more about the RA process in between that time period, we're going to have 2 informational sessions that will be held through Zoom. I will email all of campus and tell everyone about these optional Zoom opportunities to learn more about the RA role. Those will occur on October 6th and October 14th at 7 p.m. Again, you'll get that through email and you can click on it and attend, learn more, see if being an RA is a great fit for you. It is a wonderful leadership opportunity that you can add to your resume and use those skills in your future, whether it's communication skills, conflict resolution, and various things like that. Again, the application opens on October 1st, closes on October 22nd at 11:59. After the application process, we have an optional interview preparation session on November 2nd at 7 p.m. And then we will be having Zoom interviews from November 5th through 7th. So students that are offered an RA position after the interview process, you are given the offer of the position, so you would accept that or decline it. If you accept it, you then will sign your housing contract right after that and then secure your housing for on campus for next year. We would love to have you on campus next year. Please think about applying for a Living Learning program through Oak Lane Greek Life or for HAP. We are opening CID next fall, so fall 2021 CID, which is over on Kent Street if you haven't seen the construction. It will be open. It's going to be a 596 bed facility. Please think about living on campus next year. We'd love to have you, and have a good day.